listen to this, I am. I am from above, you are of this world. I am not of this world. Did he just step off a UFO? Shades of Van Daniken? He's an alien? He's not from this planet? He said, you people come from this world. I'm not from this world. My point of origin is not the womb of the woman who gave birth to me. I come from above. I come from without this realm, outside. I come from heaven to this world. They did not believe in the pre-existence of the soul. Oh, a few Hellenistic Jews, a little bit of Philo here, but that was not the main belief. No, 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 no. Everybody didn't walk around saying, oh, I pre-existed and I just happened to come down to the planet. No. When he said, I am not from this world, I came from above. You people, your point of origin is here on the earth. Mine is not. Do you realize how astounding? What human being could say this? What was going on? How can it be? And listen, verse 24, I said therefore to you that you shall die in your sins. You know, I believe in positive thinking and speaking. I was at a church in Lake of the Ozarks, and the pastor warned me that there was a whole group in the church that they were enamored with Dale Carnegie and other positive stuff. And he said, they're very up in arms because I'm having you speak on the cults. See if you could say something. I said, oh, I will. So I got up to introduce and said, I want to introduce myself to you as the greatest positive thinker and speaker the world has ever known. I am so positive that I'm absolutely positive about being negative. I am positive there is hell. I'm positive there is sin. Now, some of you are negative thinkers because you're negative about being negative. I'm positive about everything, even about being negative. And Jesus was absolutely positive when he said, you shall die in your sins, and I'm absolutely positive about that. Unless you believe that, I am, you shall die in your sins. You say, well, maybe you're making this up. You're building this up. This is theatrics. You mean people? Well, look at verse 25. They were saying to him, who are you? Making these claims. Not from above, not below. Who are you? What are you? They realized they were listening to things that were absolutely tremendous, earth-shaking, radical, and in their mind finally blasphemous. What he was saying was something even greater than any patriarch or prophet would ever say. Would Moses say this? Would Abraham say this? No. No. Look in chapter, continue on to verse 58. Jesus said to them, truly, truly, I say to you, before Abraham was born or was, I am. Now the Jehovah's Witnesses want to invent a Greek tense and say, I have been. Doesn't say that. They say, well, that's only the whole, oh, no, 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 ego eimi. The Jews understood. Remember, the whole sermon they're listening to, their response to the sermon was what many pastors get. Verse 59. And they picked up stones to throw at him. Well, there's only certain laws that require the casting of stones to kill someone. Now, obviously, he's not committing adultery. The only thing that would have given them the right to stone Jesus was blasphemy. The Jews understood this man was claiming that he was more than a Jewish rabbi. He was more than a man or a human being. He was more than a prophet. He was greater than the patriarchs, the prophets, and Moses, and the law, and even the temple, and the Sabbath. And he was not even from this world. And here he is using the divine name. Who are you? Look at chapter 10 in verse 7. Jesus therefore said to them, truly, truly, I say to you, I am the door of the sheep. All who came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I am the door. If anyone enters through me, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I came that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. Verse 14, I am the good shepherd. I know my own, and my own know me. Even as my Father knows me, I know the Father. God's knowledge of me is infinite. And he's saying, I have just as great a knowledge of God the Father as God the Father has of me. What creature, be him angelic, human, whatever, he could make such an astounding claim? Not only saying he's the great shepherd, the good shepherd, the blessed shepherd, the one in Psalm 23, but he is the one who knows the Father. Look at verse 36. Do you say, whom the Father sanctified, for the context, verse 30, I and the Father are one. And in the Greek, it's clearly implied that he's not saying one in purpose, but one in nature, one in essence. The Jews took up stones again to stone him because they just didn't like him. It was a bad day. No. Verse 32, Jesus is going to ask them, I've done a lot of good things around here lately. Raising the dead, healing the sick, making the blind see, the lame to walk. Would you like to tell everybody, for which of these things are you now going to stone me? The Jews answered and said, for a good work we do not stone you, but for aha, 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 aha. Blasphemy. Well, that's why they were always picking up those stones. Because you, being a man, make yourself out to be God. Not a God, not Zeus. God, the God of Israel. Jesus, in his wonderful way of doing apologetics, loved to take the high ground, agree with thine enemy quickly, turn the arguments upside down on their heads. Said, you're upset because I claim to be God. Haven't you noticed even in the Old Testament, sometimes, the judges and other people, because they function like God, they're called God too, weren't they? He says, so why are you all shook up?